What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Late Show with Gray. How are we doing tonight? I hope everybody's doing well. I was almost late to my own show because my wife had me watching cat videos on YouTube. Ironically enough, folks, it still exists. Cat videos on YouTube. Millions and millions of views, by the way. All right, so I'm going to take a moment and say hi to you folks in chat. Even though I got a comment last week that said, hey, you take too long saying hi to your folks. Well, if anybody's watching this and they don't want to hear me say hello to my viewers, skip about 10 minutes ahead. All right, so let me go ahead and back this thing up. Oh, man. Sometimes I just like to poke the bear, you know what I mean? Wow, you guys were chatting it up. Awesome. Good to see. Good to see. All right, TN Prepping Lady, good to see you. Lori in Oklahoma, Mama Bear J15. What do we got here? All right. What's up on my way? Harvey Black is in the house. B Walker, good to see you. And yeah, I'm going to give you my insight. All right. It should be quite intriguing. We'll put a little bit of a Mylar helmet on, right? Excuse me. All right. Who else do we got now? So we got Jan and JT. We got some of the best mods in the industry here on this channel, as well as a couple others out there. All right. Cow controversy. Love it. South Florida, DCL, Brian, Keith, Carol, good to see you as well. Joni Friels is in the house, is singing. Beaverine, Fluffy Otter, good to see you. Kit Carlson, Passamaquoddy. Who else do we got? Chet is in the house, good to see you. Let me see, scrolling on down, here we go. McBean Scottish Fitness. And McBean, I do apologize, man. I like to say it on camera too, even though you emailed me. I wish I could hang out with you on Saturday, but I'll be at work. Sometimes I can slip in sometimes for like a minute or two, but sometimes customers are coming in and out. But I love you, brother, man. Garden is doing well. That is great too. That's great to hear, McBean. What's up, KB? Good to see you. Richard Moore. You know, whenever I start the live stream, my voice starts to mess with me. What's up, Joyce? Good to see you. South Florida. I got you. I know that. Let me see. Already. Party Prepper is in the house. We had a great conversation on the sweet potato video. I enjoy engaging with my viewers tremendously. Snakebite, Little Lone Prepper. Good to see you. Who else do we got in here tonight? Rocka, good to see you. Michelle, good to see you as well. I figured drinking some coffee would help me out with that. You know what I mean? Queekney, good to see you as well. Marilyn, hello. Yarn Prepper is in the house all the way coming in from Wisconsin. All right. Yes, I'm in a pretty good mood, folks. Even though the world has gone to crap, I'm still in a good mood. Sherry Leach, hello. Sue from Tampa Bay. I think, did I get you, Rena? Baba Ellis. Who else? We got Mark Neely in the house. Wofford Homestead. Charlene, you see, did I miss anybody? Scroll on down, Gray. The Bitter Critters in the house. Lady T, Passamaquoddy, Rock Prep 11. You see, Tim Spears in the house. Praying It Up is in the house. Good to see you, Praying It Up. Doc Mag, good to see you, man. How you been? Ray Heno from North Carolina. Good to see you. Rachel Atkins. Alaska Prepper is in the house, folks. Everybody tell Rudy what's up. Oh, man. Sherry Leach. Dobby Farrar. Let me see. Am I missing any? Marcia. Michael McGowan. Libby Lauderdale. I'm backing it up a little bit. I'm kind of bouncing around a little bit. Fluffy Otters in the house. NWN Natural Ladies in the house. Chris Marie. Stealth Mode. What is up? D Brown. Let me see. I think I've caught most folks. If I missed you, I do apologize. I see Allison in there as well, popping in there. Chris Marie. Just exploring every path. What is up, Jeep? Little Stumpy Cromer. PJ Prepper. All right. I think I got everybody. I hope I did. If I missed you, I love you regardless. All right, folks. All right. So it's kind of ironic that Rudy's in the house because I needed to, what happened to Rudy is now happening to me. And what I mean by that is the first part of this video, before we get into the cattle situation, I want to let you know I want to protect you, my viewers. There is a clone GreyMan coming around. Really, Yarn? Oh, that's crazy. And there, Yarn, it's just going to get worse. Unfortunately, we're going to see blackouts. We're going to see all kinds of crazy stuff as the summer progresses, and the stress of the heat plays a role into a lot of different things. What's up, Wink? Good to see you. But so I want to show you guys a couple of things to make sure that you guys are safe. Okay, folks. One thing I'm going to tell you up front: if you see my logo, and me and Harvey were playing whack-a-mole, they were just popping up left and right. I will never ask you to call a number. I will never ask you to direct you to some Telegram website. I will never ask you for anything. I will never say, hey, I need money for that. I don't fall for that stuff, please, folks. I know a lot of you guys are, preppers, and you guys are a lot more smarter than the average bear. What's up, Cindy Rice, Colorado Prepper Pack Rat? Good to see you, Red Road. Good to see you as well. Alien Prepper has beamed down to join us, folks. You got to give him credit, man. That is a long beam. Nancy Jimenez, hello. All right. So just to kind of give you guys an idea, I'm going to share my screen and show you some of the things that you can look for, because this is important, folks. I don't want you guys to get caught with your pants down, per se. All right. So let me bring this down so you guys can see this. This is one of the ways. See that this right here, folks? This logo is stolen. This is not me. If you ever see anything like this, folks, I will never tell you to text a number or call a number. They actually created channels. They didn't really have any subscribers, but there was 3 or 4 of them. I banned them. I reported them. I screenshotted it, sent it to YouTube. Who knows what they're going to do? But folks, please be careful if you see stuff like this. So then I also, let me bring this down. I also came across some other things, and Harvey was doing a little bit of research for me because, Greg gets busy sometimes. And he came across, where is it at? This is the Telegram where they're trying to get folks to look at. I don't have a Telegram. This at GreyMan Prepping, someone stole my name and created a Telegram account. It is not me. They are there for nefarious purposes. I do have a Telegram account, but it looks nothing like that. I never created a GreyMan Prepping for Telegram. They just stole my logo and made that as well. And then we traced it back. Excuse me. We traced it back to, where is it at? A Twitter account and a website that looks like this. Is called PrepperBot. Here's the scary thing about this PrepperBot, folks. There's a lot of folks. It says, I forgot where, not followed by anyone you're following. Hold on. I got it somewhere else better. I think I got the Twitter up. Let me drop this down and switch over to my personal, not my personal Twitter, but GreyMan's Twitter. I know I got it here somewhere. Matter of fact, here it is. There we go. Bring it back up now. All right. So this is their Twitter account. It says PrepperBot. Some of you folks who have Twitter might know about this person because it says followed by a lot of folks that I follow. These people plus 69 other people that I follow on Twitter. So be careful. Then it sends you over to their website. Here's the scary fact, folks. I have no idea who these people are, but it says these are the authors. So I clicked on authors, and it has some of these names you may know. Let's go through it because it tells me that I'm an officer. I'm not. Herbal Survivalist, Preparedness Mama, GreyMan Prepping. This is Rogue Preparedness. Who else is in here? Some of these folks you may know. Survival Blog, Off the Grid News. Let me see. I'm kind of that Prepping with Sarge. I think Apartment Preppers in here. And I don't know if these folks know, but these people are using the Survival Mom, Paul's Bushcraft and Hiking, the Digital Prepper. If you see anybody you know, let them know about this. This is not good because supposedly we are authors. I didn't give anybody authorization to use anything of mine on this platform, but it just keeps on going and going and going. I don't know how many folks you may know on this thing here, but folks, the scammers are out there and they are messing with us. All right, let me move this over so I can see chat. There we go. What's up, Jennifer Cruz? Good to see you. Alicia, let me see. I don't do Twitter stuff. Let me see. When is the giveaway? I'm at work, so I cannot hear anything. McBean, I've been pondering that. So I reached out to my Blue Yeti rep and I said, I wanted to do it next Tuesday, first thing on the live stream, but it's kind of after Father's Day. So then I thought, well, this is my last live stream, but I wanted to reiterate, folks, that I'm giving away, myself and Blue Eddie are giving away an EB55 for Father's Day. So I thought, since I really wasn't planning on doing Sunday shift report on Sunday because it's Father's Day and the wife has plans. So what I may do on Sunday is go live for just about 15, 20 minutes and do the giveaway on Sunday. If you guys think that's a good idea, hit number 1. If you think it's a bad idea, hit number 2, and that'll kind of give me an idea from your folks' perspective. Anyway, so I wanted to show you that. And then I also want to reach out to you and ask you guys for some help. And the reason I want to ask you guys for some help, all right, I'm seeing the 1s and 2s come in. And what I'll do is I'll watch the replay and I'll add these up. I appreciate that, PNW Prepping. I'm looking at this little screen down there. There's lots of 1s and 2s, so it looks like a 50-50 split. It would be convenient for me because it'd only take 15, 20 minutes to announce, to go through the YouTube comment picker and do it. Take the day off. All right. So, I mean, if anything, we can do it Tuesday. It'll be after Father's Day. Blue Yeti told me, my rep said, they don't care when I do it, just whoever the winner is to send them the information. So we can do it next Tuesday or we could do it Sunday. I don't know. I'm going to look through I'm going to replay the chat after we end this tonight and figure out what I'm going to do. Now, let me bring the screen up, folks. Here's my YouTube channel. If I'm going to do it on Sunday, you guys need to go to my YouTube channel and I will post it here in the community tab. Okay. Here in the community tab, I will post that I'm going to do it on Sunday and at what time. It'll probably be earlier. I know Rudy has this thing, so it'd be after that. So it'll be in the community tab and you'll see a notification. Hopefully you get it. If not, there's always going to be the replay and I will give the person 1 week to claim their prize because Blue Yeti wants to get it out to them. I don't know why I'm doing that. I still wanted to go here. So I want to go to my videos real quick, folks. Sometimes the platform likes to play games. Okay, folks? And for some reason, it wanted to play games today, and I need your help. And what I mean by that, also, members, I did a video for you guys. Any of you guys here in green in chat? Any of you members like JT and Harvey and Little Alaskan Home Place? I put a video out for you. I also put a notification in the community tab that I did a member video. I'm finally trying to get some videos out for you guys because I wanted your guys' opinion before I release this to the public. Anyways, here's the new video that I dropped this morning because I did it late afternoon and I couldn't drop it yesterday. I want to make sure it's not loud. So anyways, see this like number right here? This like number is so far off, folks. It's ridiculous. I've been watching it all day. People have, I've even looked at my rankings and it looks good. The numbers look good. I had over 400 plus likes on this 5-6 hours ago, and all of a sudden they disappeared. I have no reason why. It's a gardening video, but if you guys get a chance and you haven't watched a video, you don't have to watch the whole thing if you don't want to, if you're not interested in sweet potatoes, but if you can go there and give that a like, I would appreciate that. Just to, say, I don't want to say a bad word, but just to give it to the man per se, right? So anyways, folks, that would be greatly appreciated. Tim Spear, welcome to the Grey family. Truly appreciate the support, brother. Truly appreciated. Tim, you look like someone familiar. You look like one of my uncles down south in the Keys, just from your picture there. Let me see here. I will be having a celebration live stream Saturday. Yes, go check out McBean. Also, matter of fact, McBean, you made me think about a channel that I wanted, folks. I talked about this channel a while ago, and I know, don't worry, folks, we'll get to the topic at hand, and we'll get into that discussion and a lot more. There's some stuff that is going to blow your mind that I'm going to show you tonight, and it might even make you mad. But let me see. Here it is. I've been watching these guys all day, man. I can't get enough of them. They were on hiatus for a minute. And the reason they were on, I remember some of you folks have been watching me for quite some time. I've directed you to this, their channel. I would like to get a hold of Jeremy, this is Jeremy Elliott here, and try to get him on the channel. I don't know how busy they are, but they're back. And some of these podcasts are phenomenal. Now they're long, so you might want to just listen to them. You know what I mean? You don't have to watch them. They're just talking. So it's not really interactive, but there's some great information in here. And I would start with, where is it at? Right here. We're back. This one right here. And it'll explain what they're doing. And they're trying to stay consistent. You have God, King, Father, the Citizen PSYOP, the Rockefeller era. I mean, there's some really good content in here, folks. Depopulation, some good stuff, folks. Good stuff. And if you happen to go there and drop a comment on their thing, say, GreyMan said, what's up, man? You came from Grey's channel. I would appreciate that. Maybe that'll give them like, hey, who's helping us out? Get some views. All right. Where are we at on you guys? What's up, Flyover State? Good to see you. Wishing you and Victor a happy Father's Day. That's awesome. Yeah, Victor is a father. That is right. Happy Father's Day, Victor, and Rudy, of course. Just thought about that. That's kind of cool. Minuteman 69, you haven't won nothing yet. That'd be kind of crazy, Minuteman, if you do win. You've been trying to win something for quite some time. Carol, stick it to the man. Love it. What's up, Rebel Prepper? Good to see you as well. All right, so let's see what Grey has for you tonight. Let me see here. So first, no, you know what? We'll get into the cattle thing first, knock that out. And then I have some other things that I want to show you in regards to the weather. And then I want to show you, a lot of people have been talking about Corn Pop and him releasing oil from the strategic reserve. I think we talked a little bit about that on Sunday or Tuesday, whenever it was. But I'm going to show you where that oil's going. It's not going to the American people, folks. A lot of it sometimes that he pulls out of there does not go to. Remember, he said he was going to be pulling out oil from the strategic reserve over the next 6 months, and we think it's coming to the American people. It's not, but I'll show you. Let's talk about the cattle thing first. All right. Having to clear my throat too much. And matter of fact, folks, I do have the articles that we're going to go over tonight. I do have them linked down below in case you folks want to see that. I thought about it and I was like, you know what? Let me give my viewers the option just in case they want to see that content for themselves and read the article in its entirety. So instead of me going to going to a news feed, I kind of went to a farming channel per se, right? A farming article from farmers, kind of thing like that. All right, so thousands of cattle reported dead. Heat stress kills an estimated 10,000 head of Kansas feedlot cattle. Now, I watched some of your comments earlier, and yes, you're absolutely right. There is other, this has happened in other places. I appreciate that, Stealth Mode. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Anyways, it says the current heat wave blazing through Kansas feedlots has killed an estimated 10,000 head of cattle. Most news channels are telling you about 2,000. So they're kind of undering it to make it so it's not so bad, right? Like I said, that's why I kind of like to deter from some of the mainstream and kind of go to the farmers and use the news feeds that they use. It says final death numbers continue to come in, but that early estimate was shared with DTN by livestock experts, not news anchors, but livestock experts who put in the geographical center point for those deaths at Ulysses, Kansas. And I might have said that wrong, but hopefully I got it right. DTN calls to feedlots in the area and to ranchers whose branded animals were seen in some privately shared photos of the dead cattle were not immediately returned. What is known is that leading up to these heartbreaking losses, temperatures in the area were over 100 degrees Fahrenheit. There was humidity and there was little to no wind to help cool the animals. Temperature readings reported by Ulysses began to exceed 100-degree mark by June 11th. By June 13th, the high temperatures was reported 104 degrees. With humidity levels ranging from 18 to 35%, the temperatures and humidity levels began to break some on June 14th, just a few days prior to the heat setting, and highs had been in the mid-80s. Here's a couple of the issues that I have. Matter of fact, before we go there, I think I do have one other thing for you. Let me do this. I think I might actually even have a video of this thing. Let me go to my folder here. GreyMan live stream. Where are we at? Thursday live. There we are. Yeah, I got it. Let me mute that. I don't want no sound. That's the view. This is a video taken by one of the ranchers of the cattle. And pretty disturbing, folks, to say the least. And to me, it looks more than 2,000 cattle, but I mean, it's just numbers. It's hard to see, right? But it's insane. It's like they just dropped. I don't know if they were placed there after the fact, or if they all just dropped right there. I don't know all, we can only speculate, right? Or it looks like, yeah, okay, so they're putting the cattles there. They're moving them with the tractors and stuff like that. I'm glad I saw that part of the video. Yeah, agreed, Tim Spirit, not good at all. So someone made a few good points to me earlier when I was talking to a few folks via Twitter and stuff like that. And he said, we have a great weather forecasting system, right? Usually we know weeks in advance that we have a heat wave coming. We know weeks in advance if we're going to have rain or possible rain. That they have a system where they can tell people this is what's coming your way, even if it's 4 or 5 days in advance. But usually you can get about 7. You can click on your phone, you can click on the weather channel, and it'll give you the 7-day forecast. So my question is if they knew that the heat was coming, if they had an idea that their cattle may be susceptible to this heat, why not resolve that issue before it got to that point? Why not put them in the shade, bring them into a certain area, give them extra water, bring some fans out there? I don't know. Do something. Do something, right? Something to alleviate the situation, because 10,000 cattle, even 2,000 cattle, that's a lot of money, folks, and that's a lot of food. Rachel Atkins, funny you mentioned that about chemtrails. You know what I mean? And what's up, Arkansas Whoop-Ass? And Crazy Prepper Linda. Good to see you. Flutterbell Prepping, good to see you as well. A lot of new names in here. I appreciate you guys joining us on the live stream tonight. And folks that you don't know, if you don't know about the Father's Day giveaway with myself and Blue Yeti, you might want to watch that video and drop a comment if you want to be entered to win. I just want to throw that out there. And like, again, I'm going to be doing a giveaway with Jace Medical, and I'm going to be doing a giveaway with Nutrient Survival. So we have great things coming here soon. I will let you guys know when all those things play out. Of course, you will get a Fluffy Otter says possible poisoning. Yeah, right, Jeff? Oh, that would be hilarious. Have you seen the Kansas plains? Not a lot of shade. Doc Mac, yes, I understand that. I have cattle ranchers here that I work with all the time. We're talking about butchering cows and stuff like that. So they have lots of cows here in Florida. Florida has broken some records lately in the heat. It's been really nasty hot out here. Well, they have spots that I asked them, I said, what do you guys do when you know heat's coming? And they explained to me that they move the cows to certain areas. They'll have ranch hands and stuff like that out there monitoring the cows, and trying to do what they can. Sometimes they even turn on the sprinkler systems, the water sprinkler systems, to cool off the animals. They have these big, huge things in the middle of these fields that just spray water out. They said for them, that would be a horrific loss. Some of them smaller farms, cattle farms, said that they would be out of business. I want to show you something. Now, I'm probably digging I'm probably digging down a hole here with you folks. But let me where is that article at? I'm just curious what you guys think. Let me see here. Share my screen. Maybe I should just keep my screen up. I just don't like that infinity thing. But I do have something that I want you guys to look at. And I think I have it linked down below. Where is it at? Or is it an article? Crap. Where did it go? Is it the gateway? Let me see here. Let me pull up my screen. And I appreciate your patience on these live streams. I'm just looking for, where am I at? That's not what I'm looking for. Where did it go? Son of a. So anyways, in Kansas, where is it? Oh, here it is. I found it. Thank God. I thought I was going crazy for a second, folks. You can find this information out for yourself. I'm being speculative, but there's a new $1.25 billion biolab on the campus of Kansas State, opens in October. It'll specialize in finding answers for agriculture and livestock-related diseases with no known cures. Interesting fact from my perspective. A biolab in Kansas. I don't know if that means anything, folks. Someone brought it to my attention, so I figured I'd share it with you folks. Maybe some of you folks live in Kansas. Maybe some of you folks are aware of this biolab. Yeah, right? Bug Burger's coming soon. What's up, Barbara? Good to see you. Yeah, right, snake bite. Imagine that. How convenient, Jennifer Cruz. Very interesting, Jan, right? It is interesting. It's truly interesting. The attack on the food supply is no joke, folks. Matter of fact, here, I got something for you. Matter of fact, I got something for you. Talk about the food supply. Where do I have that at? Let's bring it up here. And this one, I'm going to let the sound play, but here you go.
It's a food processing plant that makes frozen pizzas. Now, this began around 9 o'clock this morning. Black smoke can be seen from miles pouring out from that building there. Officials say more than 70 first responders are helping battle those flames right now.
We just kind of got them from that side of the farm to the other side of the farm. And like I said, at that time, the smoke was weird. It was billowing down, but as the fire progressed, it went higher.
Well, the amount of damage from that fire is still unknown. From the outside, the building appears black from ash, and all that glass is gone. No word yet if anyone was hurt or how it began, of course.
So there's another food processing plant. Sure, it's pizzas, but it's still a processing plant. It's food. No matter how you look at it, folks, it's food. Judith, I wouldn't be surprised either at this point. Thank you, Yarn. I appreciate that. What's up, Teresa D? Brian Barbie says no more pizza bites. $22 for a burger. That's crazy. Yeah, a bitter critter. Exactly. Keep stacking, folks. Keep stacking. Stealth mode. You're absolutely right. I end up putting a list. Some folks put a list together of all the plants around. They try to catalog every plant from every date, and I put that down in the Discord. That's why I tell folks, if you can, join the Discord, because we share a lot of information down on that platform. But crazy stuff. Like I said, I'm really curious what's going to come out of this whole cow situation. I'm very curious if they're going to be honest with a lot of folks, and they're going to say why they died. Was it truly heat stroke? Was it truly due to lack of whatever? Are they going to be forthcoming? I'm going to work with my ranchers here locally, because they will dig into it and have access to things that I don't have access to it. And once they find out and let me know, I'll try to share that with you folks. Yeah. Where'd you go? Jazz, where'd you go? Sammy? Could be a great possibility. And no, they have not done an independent autopsy on them. Yeah, pre-cooked steaks, right? Snake bites. That's horrible. But folks, that's insane. You know what I mean? That many cattle. Now, I saw a few folks talk about they've seen it happen in Texas and a few other places. But again, there has to be a way to protect your livestock. This is how you make your money. This is how you feed people in the United States. This is how you feed a lot of different folks. So to me, they would go above and beyond to protect their cattle unless it was outside of the rancher's hands. Now, I know I'm throwing a lot of speculation out there, but question everything. Question everything. Yeah, Carol, I saw that. He is quadrupled. He's quadrupled this, and he still got it. Roger that, Kit. Jeff, you guys are hilarious. Doc Mac, that is a very smart move, and that's what I'm working on here. Me and several other people, it's about, I think we spent about almost $5,000 for a full size, and they're going to butcher it up and then package it all up for it and split it between the four of us, our four families. Yeah, right, Raka. South Florida DCLs, we've had cattle here with more extreme weather. Why now? Exactly, South Florida. And that's what I'm saying. I know 5 different cattle ranchers, and they told me it just seems very odd to them as well. They're not like, they don't have a YouTube channel. They're not, some of them are kind of preppers. We're like-minded folks, right? And they're saying something is off. It just doesn't make sense. It could be coincidental, but as the wife always says, nothing is coincidental. Funny that you say that, the purring lady. A lot of them are still unknown. How the fire started, they're marking them as unknown or pending and whatnot, pending review or whatnot. Joy says chickens, ducks, geese. are being targeted. Everything is being targeted for sure, Joyce. Yeah, Kit, that was a little bit pricey, but these are some good cows. But that's what I'm saying. We broke it up between the four families. Forrest, that's a good point, Forrest. I never even thought about that. No time like the present. Exactly, P&W Prepper. So what else do I got for you folks? I'm curious, some of you folks that live in certain regions, there's been a lot of crazy weather going on lately. Some of you folks, I might live in Chicagoland. I don't know if you guys saw this. I mean, tornado going into Chicago. Imagine that. If it would have touched down. It didn't touch down. I'm thinking the folks in Chicago heard their sirens and thought that it was the end of the world. But they're probably used to those sirens going off in Chicago. I saw that. What else do we got? We got a few other crazy weather phenomenons that I wanted to share. Where else do we got? This is where is it? Fort Wayne, Indiana. And I'm going to mute this one because they swear in it. That's Fort Wayne, Indiana, folks. Crazy weather. That's like hurricane weather. Like hurricane weather, folks. Insane. And crazy weather everywhere. Let me see. I got a couple more I wanted to share with you. Let me see. What else? This is Nebraska. And we're in the summer. Let me mute that so it's not too loud, but look at the hail in Nebraska. And I know some of you folks are out in some of these places. It's insane, folks. Insane. What else do I got for you? Oh, and someone mentioned this on the last live stream. Where's she at? This is Wyoming. I'm going to go ahead and mute it. Wyoming had that nasty flood. Took out a bridge. This is why you should always be careful and be aware of what's going on. Crazy stuff, folks. And I think I have one other for you. Where's she at? Let me see. That was a Wyoming. And this was in Yarn. You can tell me if I say this right. Tamaho, Wisconsin. Let me go ahead and mute it. Bring it up on the screen. Massive tornado. I forget it. I think it was like an E3 or something like that. But that was in Wisconsin. Tamaho, Wisconsin. I'm probably saying it wrong, and hopefully Yarn will correct me. What's up, Raptor Ranch? Good to see you. Yeah, do not cross the bridge. It's out, right, Alien? Jan Sammy, exactly. But yeah, folks, a lot of crazy, weird weather out there, man. Weird weather. I just want to make sure I didn't have any other things floating in this section here. Gone. We went through all that. Cool. All right, so now I can back out of that and close that. But folks, are you guys dealing with Toma? Thank you, Yarn. I appreciate that so much. Toma, Wisconsin. And that some of those storms, I think the floods and the rains and the weather started extending into Idaho and other places, from my understanding. It's been really nasty out there, folks. And I'm trying to see very high winds in northern Nevada. Thank you, Lottie, for that. Why is it the more we clean up our emissions and go more green, the weather goes berserk? Minuteman 69, remember, I showed you that report by the NOAA, National Ocean Aeronautic, whatever, the weather people. They said that due to cleaner air here in Florida, by doing all this green stuff, it has created an issue where the heat is not being reflected back into the atmosphere and it's hitting the ocean. It's warming the oceans up more, which has created 30% more hurricanes and tropical storms and stronger ones due to less pollution. I thought that was an interesting fact. I was surprised that the NOAA put that out. I shared that with you a couple of weeks ago, or shared it with the channel a couple of weeks ago. I think it was on the Sunday Shift Report. Jelton, nice to see you as well. Bitter Critter, you're exactly right. It's not just happening here. It's happening globally, folks. Globally. Now, let's let me see. Let me close this here. I'm going to show you something, folks, in regards to, and this goes to show, oh man, You know, we see these, and thanks for the folks that have hit that thumbs up button. I appreciate that. I see you guys down there. This is another hit. I don't know. Like I said, these articles linked down below. For you folks that need baby formula, there's another hit. Please don't pay attention to the advertisements here, but baby formula production halted after bizarre catastrophe at Michigan plant. So some of you folks in Michigan might be aware of this. Right here it says it's never been serious challenge for America to manufacture basic foodstuff. This disastrous corn pop administration is apparently changing all that. Baby formula manufacturer Abbott recently restarted manufacturing after shutting down due to contamination issues, but now the factory is halting production again due to the weather. These torrential storms produced significant rainfall in a short period of time, overwhelming the city's storm water system in Sturgis, Michigan, and resulting in flooding in parts of the city, including areas of our plant, the Abbott spokesman told ABC News. As a result, Abbott has stopped production of its EleCare, I'm assuming that's how you say it, specialty formula that was underway to assess damage caused by the storm and clean and resanitize the plant. The spokesman continued, "We have informed the FDA and would conduct comprehensive testing in conjunction with the independent third party to ensure the plant is safe to resume production." So again, Abbott is down again. They never really got started, it seems, folks. So Abbott is down again. Joyce, I agree. And sometimes talking about those things, they don't like you talking about those things. What's up, Texas T? Julie F., good to see you, folks. I appreciate that, South Florida. Always supportive. What's up, Sherry Chapman? All by design. Yes, unfortunately, folks. Man, there's a lot of crazy stuff. And I'm not done yet. I'm not done yet sharing information with you folks. Do I got more stuff here? All right. So let's go to this one. This one might upset some of you folks. Remember, we try to keep it family friendly. I'm going to try to get rid of these advertisements before I share my screen. Let me see if I can X out all these little advertisements on this. And like I said, this is linked down below as well. You can read it in its entirety. But we always hear about corn pop taken away from our strategic reserves. Just a year or so ago, our strategic reserves were full. Well, now this administration has obliterated that. Our strategic reserves at a 35-year low at this point and getting worse as we think. So now if there's a hiccup in the road, if there is a storm in the Gulf, a nasty hurricane in the Gulf, or anywhere where we produce oil, folks, it's going to be bad. Very bad. You think gas prices are high now? If that happens, you haven't seen nothing yet. Anyways, where does all this oil go? Why are gas prices still rising? All this oil's being, pulled out of the strategic reserve. Funny enough, this is from Reuters. I was shocked. Europe refiners benefit from U.S. emergency oil stock releases. So is the oil coming to the American people? Houston, May 12th. At least 3 vessels carrying crude oil from U.S. emergency stockpiles sailed for Europe, not America, sailed for Europe in April as refiners there scrambled to replace Russian crude supplies, according to U.S. Customs data, ship tracking, and industry source. Releases from the Strategic Petroleum Reserve, the SPR, since Russia's invasion of Ukraine were designed to counter supply shortages and stem fuel price gains. A release last fall was aimed primarily at pushing down U.S. gasoline prices. Excuse me. Corn Pop's administration last month added 180 million barrels to 2 smaller releases since November from caravans along the U.S. Gulf Coast. The United States has not forbidden exports of SPR, strategic oil, and some analysts believe the exports will grow. The U.S. retail gasoline and diesel prices averaged $4.40 and $5.55 per gallon nationally, have remained near record highs despite the releases. Fuel demand is so strong, U.S. refiners' average per-share earnings this quarter are projected to run 4 times the first quarter's profit, according to analyst projections. But yes, so this gets into to all the other stuff like that, where it's going. The French, I think Italy, and a few other places in Central Europe. But the oil, our strategic reserves, is not going to the American people. I missed that. Someone looks like someone tried to say something and then they retracted the message. But whoever it was, it doesn't show me who you are, who's been a member for 12 months. Thank you for that. Jan, you're absolutely right. He is trying to buy allies. Party prepper, I agree 100%. If we were to get into a world conflict, we are going to be in a pretty bad spot. Where's the money from these exports? Good question, Carol. Wouldn't we all like to know? Maybe it's part of the Green New Deal. Maybe it's all going to that. Maybe it's going to the IMF or the World Economic Forum, the WEF, or the WHO. Who knows where it's going? It's definitely not coming here. Yeah, right, Mark? That's a good point. That's a good point. Pony Girl, I've heard a lot of people discussing that, and that's a scary thought. Just imagine, Pony Girl, Americans killing Americans. Wouldn't that be horrible? That would be absolutely horrible. I don't know how anybody could ever truly want that situation to arise in America. Who knows, folks, but it may come down to it. Just remember the Civil War, what happened back then. You know, family members killing family members. It was a bad situation, folks. Don't take it lightly. Texas T, thank you for the super chat. I appreciate that, brother. And no problem. I appreciate your support, my friend. John Jones, I can agree with you there. That's what I ask everybody. Right on, flyover. Carol, yeah, I can see that. I can see your point, Carol. It's, where was I at? I'm trying to think of what I was getting ready to say. Yeah, right, Jeep. I just caught that one, Jeep. And River Rat feels the same way. A lot of people, when I have conversations outside of my channel, I'm a very inquisitive person. Usually I have like YouTube channels playing in the background, and people ask me, hey, what's that about? And I'm saying it's about emergency preparedness. They're teaching you how to do this, or they're teaching you how to do that. And so people start asking, then we'll get into conversation, because my goal, like most of the other channels like myself, thank you, Rachel Atkins, for the super sticker. I truly appreciate the support. Thank you. I'm sitting here staring at the super sticker. Matter of fact, I think Rudy said this earlier today in his video that I watched, is he is trying to wake up as many people as possible. That's, I think, everyone's goal right now, be it us content creators, you viewers out there. I think we're all trying to wake up family members, friends of friends, all that stuff like that, because a lot of us folks have big hearts. A lot of us folks are Christian folks. You know what I mean? And we want to see people succeed and survive. We want people to get prepared for what's coming down the pipe. Like I said, be it a food shortage, an economic collapse, the destruction of the dollar. If you guys have been watching the stock market, it's bad, folks. It's bad. I think it's down to the part. I think it said it's been back to pandemic levels or something like that. I'm no stock market expert. Yarn, that's a shame, Yarn, and that sucks. Because when you look at your family, you can only pray that if things go the way we expect them to go, that they're prepared. Because most of us prepare for ourselves. Most of us financially can only afford food, medical supplies, gear, whatever that we have in our preps for our immediate family that's in our household. If every part of your family started knocking on your door, imagine how hard it would be to turn down your uncle and his children, your nieces and nephews. But you could not, have the capability to feed them and your family. It's a tough decision that some people may have to come. It may come down to that. I'm not saying that's what's going to happen, but if things go true south and the balloon goes up, that's some decisions that folks are going to have to make. Sorry, I went into chat real quick. Jennifer Cruz. Well, at least, folks, at least you folks are trying. That's all we can do from our perspective, is do the best we can and try to wake up as many people we can. At least if you try, you gave it your best. You know what I mean? As a person, friend, family, content creator, if you're a YouTuber like myself here on, in the prepperverse of things, You know, all we can do is try, folks. If our word and our message falls on deaf ears, it is what it is. We have to move forward. We have to focus a lot on ourselves as well. Times are going to get tough. I know a lot of us, most of us here on this, most of us here in chat and myself, we are not wealthy. We're not rich. You know what I mean? So we have to focus on us. What's up, D14? South Florida. That's how I feel too. Some people won't. They don't want to look at it that way. I've talked about silver and precious metals and stuff like that, and you guys know I have an addiction for silver. I think it's a good addiction because no matter what, paper money, silver. The way I look at it, silver is always going to have its value versus the paper money that I invested into it. You know what I mean? At least from my perspective, because if the dollar goes up in flames, that silver is still going to have value. And I don't mean utter SHTF, the world ended tomorrow, boom, you know, stuff like that. It'll still have a place, but I know a lot of folks say, well, you can't eat silver and stuff like that. I get that. I truly do. You want food, you want barter items. I understand that. But eventually, those precious metals will come back into play. They've been around for thousands and thousands and thousands of years before this fiat currency even ever existed. Just look at the world. Look at world history. People have always fallen back to commodities like silver and gold. Let me see. Flyover State says, prepping for my ex-wife. We get along well, and our 15-year-old asked me to don't judge. That's hilarious. That's awesome, Minuteman. That is very awesome. What's up, Miguel Boricua? Good to see you, man. Can't eat paper. Right on. Good point. Snakebite, that is a great, where are you at, Snakebite? That is a great way to look at it. If you don't hold it, you don't own it, preserve your wealth. And that's why we call it wealth preservation. Like I've told you many times, I will put the fiat currency in the bank because I tell you, I don't even use a bank. I use a credit union. Just because the feds are not heavily involved in the credit unions as they are in the banking system. But anyways, that's besides the point. But I put as little as I can in there to cover the bills, and the rest I invest into food preps, emergency preps, medical preps, solar generation, gas, silver, all that stuff like that. That to me, that's preservation of my life, my family's life, and whatever little bit of money that we have to keep it rolling. Todd and dogs. I've held silver for 20 years, getting sick of waiting. Well, Todd, if you want, tell me how much silver you are. I'll buy it at spot price, and I'll give you the fiat currency. Pony Girl, you got a credit union as well. They just been treating me right. I prefer dealing with those folks. I guess they don't rob you as much as the traditional banks do. What's up, Bonnie? Good to see you as well. BH, you are considered investing in bank stock when you put your money in credit union. You are considered investing in bank stock when you're putting your money in credit union. BH, I'll have to look more into it. So I don't know. Like I said, I'm not a financial expert. I just know what works for me. I never tell you folks, go out and do this and go. I don't want people to say, Gray, should I empty my entire 401k and invest in silver? Gray, should I take all this money invested into cryptocurrency? Gray, I don't want to be that person and tell you what to do with your finances. What I will tell you to do is if you have the extra money, go buy some food, go buy some water, go buy some medical supplies, stuff like that. You know what I mean? But don't go crazy. Don't overextend yourself and put yourself in the debt. Unless you know, unless you have a magic 8-ball per se, and you know that the world is going to end this day, and you have credit cards, run them up, man. That's what I would do. I'm not telling you to do that, but that's what I would do. Be your own central bank. Yeah, Jelton, I've been watching the crypto. It's been taking a hit. I think I've never seen Bitcoin this low in quite some time. Some folks may feel it's time to buy. But right now I don't feel that way. I pulled all my little investments out that were where they needed to be, where I've made money off it, and then reinvested them into, like I said, my preps. I'm short shorting market in crypto right now. That's funny, BH. I have a credit union exclusive to police officers and firefighters and families. I absolutely love it. Yeah, mine's I have two of them. My wife has one, and I have one with the it's a credit union for vets per se. Minuteman, I agree with that. My money is in my pocket. Never trusted banks. Sheila, very smart move. You know how many folks that come into my place of business and their card doesn't work, their watch doesn't work, whatever digital currency it doesn't work for whatever reason. And I ask them, well, do you have cash? And they say, well, I don't carry cash. Those folks are in for a rude awakening. Matter of fact, I had another interesting article that I wanted to bring up. Let me make sure I don't have it. I want your guys' opinion on this article. And not, don't you love these advertisements? Anyways, I'm reading into this article differently. This article is also linked down below. It says, King Hypocrite, Obama to install massive 2,500 gallons of propane tank for his seaside home in Martha's Vineyard. Anyways, this is hypocrisy at its best. Instead of installing windmills and solar panels for someone so concerned about global warming, former President Barack Obama has ordered the installation of 3 massive propane gas tanks, 2 sized at 1,000 gallons and another one at 500 gallons at his Martha's Vineyard estate, which sits along the rising seashore. So basically, like I said, 2,500 gallons of propane. I know how these folks are looking at it. You want to know how I'm looking at it? Is he preparing for something that he knows is going to happen? Is he getting prepped? That's my question. I know people are looking at it as he's a hypocrite and, all this green stuff. In my head, I'm thinking, what does he know? Why does he need that all of a sudden? Makes me think that he's trying to prep for some sort of scenario. That's how I'm looking at it. That's just how my mind works, folks. What do you guys think? I agree, Rainbow. Let me back this up a little bit. Michelle says, I'm already mentioned store systems down and not accepting cards in any kind, only cash. Michelle, Jeff ran into that issue here locally at a Walmart as well. Wow, Rudy, that's really that low, huh? Holy cow. That's nuts. Thanks for sharing, brother. Sherry Chapman says he knows something we don't. Mark says Obama is Corn Pop's advisor. My thoughts exactly when I read that article. Julie, okay. So I'm not the only, I thought, sometimes maybe I'm going crazy with my old age. But it looks like a lot of us folks are on the same thought process. KW Survival says that's enough propane for 10 to 15 years. Think about it. Why so much? Good point. Good point. I agree, Jelton. What's up, Kim's Rural Life? He's probably installing a Generac. Probably. I would agree. Oh, Yarn, you missed it? I think, yeah, right, South Florida. Yarn, I'll bring it back up for you to see. Or basically, I can explain it. Obama is installing 2 1,000 propane tanks and a 500 gallon propane tank for a total of 2,500 gallons of propane on his property. People are looking at it as he's a hypocrite due to, he's all about, green energy and all that stuff like that. Wow, really? That's nuts. Alaska Prepper says he's also building a bunker. Folks, what do the elites know that they're not sharing with us, the common man and women, we the people? What are they sharing? Or what are they not sharing? That's what I'm saying. Crazy stuff. Thanks for sharing that, Rudy. I appreciate that, brother. Wolf's Bane Hollow says they are prepping for what they are not telling us about. I agree 100%. Steven Spielman, yep, exactly. Yarn Prepper says, wow, that's nuts. Let me see. P&W Prepping says Costco couldn't give refund to my bank. Chase last weekend. I said I'll take cash. They wanted another digital form to refund. I insisted on cash. Scary when such a huge company and bank comes go down, maybe. Potato Head says, I don't think those morons can live without us. Probably not. Probably not. It's think about how this country works, folks. It's the tax. And Rudy says it's best. It's your labor. It's the blood, sweat, and tears of Americans working that makes this country run. But if they're trying to collapse the economy and destroy the middle class, they might not care. They might have enough wealth put away. They may have tons of gold and silver themselves. The elites are always going to be the elites. Do you think that they care about gas prices? Do you think they care about food costs? Do you think they care about shortages and all this other stuff? They don't. They do not. Matter of fact, I have something for you. It's getting almost towards that time. Where is it at? Hold on, folks. I got something for you. Let me give me 1 second while you guys chatter amongst each other. I know I had this. Let me check my email real fast. I know Gray's checking his email while he's doing a live stream. Let me see. Where is it at? Here it is. This was on Twitter, and it made sense. Matter of fact, here, I'm going to do this. I'm going to copy the video address. I have a Twitter program that I can just download this stuff so that you guys can see it and hear it easy, a lot more easier. Whoops, that's not what I'm looking for. These aren't the droids you're looking for, Gray. Let me bounce here. Twitter downloader. I got all these little quickie little odds and end things that I have. Let me see. Save. There we go. Let me see where that ended up. That ended up in my folder. It is in the GreyMan folder. I'm going to bring this up and let you guys see this. This is from his own mouth, folks. This is from his own mouth, not mine. This is before even the election process was done. This is when he was running. Check it out. Where's it at? GreyMan Prepping. There you are, Gray.
3 consecutive American presidents have enjoyed stints of explosive economic growth due to a boom in oil and natural gas production. As president, would you be willing to sacrifice some of that growth, even knowing potentially that it could displace thousands, maybe hundreds of thousands of blue-collar workers in the interest of transitioning to that greener economy?
The answer is yes.
At $7.29 a gallon for a small car with a 12-gallon tank, it would cost you $87 to fill it all the way up.
Number one, no more subsidies for fossil fuel industry. No more drilling on federal lands. No more drilling, including offshore. No ability for the oil industry to continue to drill, period. Ends.
Gas prices are so high, the Isabella County Sheriff's Office here says they've actually blown through their fuel budget already, so they will respond to some non-emergency calls by phone.
I've never seen anything like Putin's tax on both food and gas.
It's all Putin's fault. I agree, Brian. But he literally said he didn't care, even if it was hundreds of thousands of blue-collar workers. He does not care. He does not care who it affects. He does not care. And funny, you know, it's I've been shocked to see what some of the stuff I've been seeing, folks. Let me bring this up. I do have one little thing I want to show you. Where is it at? Let me see here. Let's move these 3 right here. Move this here. There we go. All right. This is literally from CNN. From CNN. So when CNN's putting stuff out that's negative towards the administration, you know things got to be really bad. It says Consumer Sentiment Index since 1952. Worst. June 2022, folks. Second worst, May 1980. Third worst, April 1980. Consumer sentiment plunges to record low with surging inflation. This is from CNN, June 2022. Insane. Yearly change in inflation. Inflation rises fast pace in 40 years. I think it's to 41 years. 8.6% and rising. And this is, of course, the fake inflation. This is just an average. And of course, we know how they've been bamboozling these numbers to make it look better than it is, even though it looks bad. And then right here, disapprove of job on inflation. 71%. He is doing worse than Jimmy Carter did. I don't know if anybody was alive when Jimmy Carter was president in 1978. He is doing worse than Jimmy Carter. 71% disapprove. This is the world we're living in, folks. This is the world we're living in. Stealth mode, I can agree with that. They are trying to break, and they will break some people. They will break some people. Mennonite, good to see you. That's when you were born. Yes, I have, unfortunately, D14. The Rio 7018 says, but like Callie said, but like Call said, they're all playing a role. Roger that. Am I buffering, Raka? Am I buffering, folks? Let me see. It looks okay for my end. I don't see buffering. We can all thank 81 million Americans. Right, Carol? 81 million. The most voted for president in U.S. history. Here we are. Here we are. Andrew, I can agree with that. Some folks think we're crazy. Firefighter says 5x5. KW Survival 5x5. Not buffering 5x5. Teresa 5x. Thank you all for that. South Florida says I was born before Carter was president, and yes, it was bad. No buffering from Rainbow. I made it to a live. I thought this was a test team at first. Right on, Texas Mama. And again, like I said, thank you all for the 5x5s. I appreciate that. Potato Head says, saw a guy at Safeway stealing laundry detergent. Man, he was a fast runner. That's hilarious. Dragon Slayer says Carter was really bad. Boston Rocks, thank you for that. So we are 5x5. Everything is good. So folks, again, all I can tell you folks, matter of fact, I came up with an idea for a shirt. Maybe I'll share that in another stream. I'm not trying to sell you something right now because times are tough, but an idea for a shirt popped on my head, and someone said something in Discord, and a shirt idea popped on my head, and I might just make the shirt for myself. But I thought it was hilarious, and I told my wife about it. She's like, yeah, that's kind of cool. What's up, Johnny Finance? Here's a plus to how Corn Pop is doing. I live in a very blue state, and I have never seen so many people ready to finally flip, even if Trump runs. Wow. That's crazy, Johnny. I think it says reaching. Nothing comes out. Wash my hands all the time. Right, Raka? Right on, Joyce. Hunger Games, right? What's up, Big A? But all in all, folks, the key to all this, I know there's a lot of information that I share and a lot of scary statistics and things that are going on from all the different things that we covered this evening. But the main objective here is, folks, is to pay attention to what's going on around you and prep. That's all I can ever tell folks is keep on doing what you're doing. If you're growing food, keep on growing food. Stacking seeds, stacking food, freeze-dried, canned goods, dry goods, whatever that you can do, folks. It's what's in your financial realm of things of doing. Do it, folks. 13 gallons is per gallon is their goal. That's insane. And Rudy, from when I looked, I think Alaska has some really high prices on the gas up there. I saw that, which to me blows my mind because, well, no, they shut down the coal plants. I think Billy over at Billy and D had said something about, or I think Billy told me at Frontier Preppers that they had closed down a plant or something out there. I can't remember exactly, and I don't want to misquote anybody. But anyways, folks, look, if you can take anything out of this live stream or any of my live streams or any of my videos, please get prepared if you haven't already. If you're new to getting prepared, start with food, folks. Food and water. Then start getting into your medical stuff. It's just so important. You just never know what's going to happen. Look at these storms. Look at these floods. Look at the economy. Things are just getting nasty. The food that I prepped 10 years ago, to me, I feel like I have gold because of what I paid for it. The value of the food that I prepped 10 years ago, the canned goods and some of the other things that I have, freeze-dried foods. Shoot, I remember when I was buying Augustin's Farm for like $7 a can. Now you're 25, 30, 40, 50 bucks, depending on where you get it. Elizabeth says diesel is over $6 in some spots in Anchorage. It's killing me. I believe it, Elizabeth. Things are getting tight all over, folks. Things are getting tight all over. Folks, we are at an hour. Rudy says about $5.50 a gallon. So you're about almost 70 cents higher than me, Rudy, down here in Florida. Interesting, Rocco. Brian Barbie says, get bikes, electric bikes, scooters, mopeds, and dirt bikes. I agree, Brian. And I'm even looking at investing into that. I got bikes right now. I got mountain bikes, sugar sand bikes. I don't know. People who don't live in Florida probably don't know what those beach cruisers are, kind of with the really big wheels on them. But I want to get me an electric bike or maybe a gas-powered bike or something to that extent. Maybe both. I don't know. Exactly, Carol. Exactly. Mike says diesel's been over $6 here for a while. It's when I looked at diesel on the way home, it was about $5.60 a gallon. Janine, yeah, Keystone meat, that's like gold. If you find it, that's gold. I'm not going to say exactly what I have, but I have a ton. I have a ton. Whenever I find deals, I buy it up, man. I need to do that video. I need to do that video how I do my food preps and how I use my money, the way I break things down. I talked about it on Tuesday. I'm going to do that video this week. I have probably 5 or 6 reviews I'm supposed to do, but they can wait. This is more important. They can wait. They don't like it. They don't have to send me another flashlight or walkie-talkie or something. You know what I mean? You guys are more important than some of this stuff. Because I really do. I mean, I know I'm just a face on a screen right now, but I do care about my viewers. I truly do, because I want all of you folks out there and your families. If anything happens, I want you guys to be safe. I want you guys to not just survive, but to thrive. I know it's cliche to say that, but it's true. Because what's the sense in surviving if you're not thriving? Honestly. Cindy Rice, you're exactly right. Bonnie says gas here is $5.55 and diesel is $6.18 a gallon. Wow. And folks, like I did that article, I think Tuesday, the experts say it's not going to, it may slow down a little bit, but it's not going to stop rising. Ethel says gas is $4.88 in Texas. And funny enough, I usually expect Texas to be the lowest folks in town because they're oil producers. Carol says I froze up. Well, I need to wrap this up. I'm going to keep on talking, and folks, like I said, folks, if you can go over to my sweet potato video, hit that thumbs up button, and stick it to the man. Also, if you haven't, participated in the Blue Yeti giveaway, go check out that video, drop a comment. I want all you guys to have an opportunity to win the EB55. It's definitely nice of Blue Yeti to work with me and do that for my viewers. I think it's totally awesome. D14 says ramble. Rebel Prepper, that's a good price right there, man. $427. And it's funny because now folks are telling me like, hey man, if I use my discount card, I can get gas for $4.59. I'm saving 20 cents. And it's funny how people are getting to the point where they think that's okay. They think $4 a gallon, $4.50 a gallon is okay. It's not okay, folks. I'd rather pay the $1.89 to $2.10 a gallon I was not too long ago. But folks, I'm going to go ahead and wrap this up, folks. I want to say thank you to every single one of you amazing people out there. As always, folks, please, please, please be safe out there and realize, folks, you guys are not alone. We're an awesome community. You have myself and this entire community for a support structure. You can always reach out to me. All my links are down below. If you ever have questions or just need someone to talk to or bounce an idea off, I try to get to my emails at least once a week. So please. Other than that, like I said, I'll be taking the next couple of days off. Sunday is Father's Day. I haven't decided what I'm going to do yet. To be honest with you, I'm just looking here to make sure I didn't have nothing else. I think that is. But all in all, folks, I will see yeah, I'll either see you on Sunday or Monday. And then, like I said, we have that Blue Yeti to give away. I'll let you know when the nutrient survival thing is going to play out and the Jace Medical thing. So stay tuned for those giveaways as well. Truly appreciate all you guys' support. I really do, folks. All right. This is GreyMan. I'm out. God bless.